Thursday, October 5th, 2023. Today on the Daily Review, we discuss the John Grisham book adapted into a film entitled The Firm, directed by Sidney Pollack, starring Tom Cruise, Gene Chipplehorn, Gene Hackman, David Strathairn, Ed Harris, Gary Busey, Hal Holbrook, Wilford Brimley, Tobin Bell, Holly Hunter, and Dean I was in Breaking Bad, Norris. That's right. This is a movie. Here's my history with this movie. In the 90s, all these John Grisham movies became popular. This was one of the first big ones. You know, there was this, and The Client was a big deal, and then they had Rainmaker, and they just kept going. This one was big, though, and I never saw it because I always thought it looked boring, because it came out in 93, so I was 10, and I was like, Where's the Star Wars, buddy? Where's my my Jean-Claude Van Dammes and my Arnold Schwarzeneggers? I never watched it, though. Strangely, we had a Blockbuster clamshell version of it that we found on the side of the road in the Cape, and we always meant to return it, and we never did. And so we always had it, and I never watched it, and nobody in my family ever watched it that I can remember, unless I don't know, I'm sure my brother's seen it. He does partake in the law. What this is about is it's a hotshot young lawyer at Harvard Law School, top 5 in his class, and he's got all these great internships and whatever going on, and he's being recruited by everybody, but he still works in a diner. And he takes, he doesn't take the easy money in New York and in LA and stuff. He takes the place that seems the most like a family in Tennessee. And it's a much smaller firm, but they also give him the best stuff and the best car and the best benefits and more money than anybody, and trips to Cancun and things like that. So, not Cancun. Well, maybe it is Cancun. No, the Caymans, excuse me. Because they do all sorts of offshore banking. And then very, very quickly, as you can kind of guess, something's wrong with these people. And as the movie unfolds, all 2.5 hours of the movie, kind of see how deep does the corruption of this law firm go, perhaps even to the very top. And what does that mean? That means organized crime. Anyway, the paranoia stuff is really good. It's got like a 70s movie vibe in that aspect, and it's got a little bit of Eyes Wide Shut kind of Man Alone kind of feeling to it. It's good. It is definitely a well-made movie. All the actors are so strong in it, especially Gene Hackman is just like sinister and good, and Strathairn. Gary Busey only has one scene, but his scene is they must have, I can just imagine after the take that they put in the movie, everybody was just like, "You're crazy, but good job, you cokehead." And so he's given the option by the feds to leave the firm. Well, I guess the feds are only giving him one option, to be like their man inside. But he has the option to like stay with the firm, not go with the feds, or just like try and leave on his own accord. And it's interesting to watch him suss that out and do, the greatest case of his life will be the one for his own life. What? Does that make sense? You know what I mean? So there's that, And now, this here is going to be a big paradox, which always happens in these reviews. Like, there are not, like, adult thrillers. Not adult meaning, like, after hours. Like, adult thrillers, like, about... Like, if you turn this on in 93 and you were 10 years old and they were like, we got to extradite the money to the Cayman Islands so that the income tax can be deductible, you'd be like, what the fuck is going on? You're like, wait, is anybody in this movie a Terminator? Okay, I don't get it then. Whereas, oh god, the frame rate's super low. Sorry, I probably look crazy, right? Well, that's what happens when we do it from home on the Wi-Fi. Anyway, sorry about that. I can fix that in future episodes, possibly. Anyway, I don't know. I guess you watch it if you want to. It's not bad. I just kind of wish there was more. See, like The Fugitive is kind of a good example where it's like an adult story, but there's enough action in it to keep you invested. Where in this, it's all conversations and stuff, and I think we get the point, and they could probably do a bit less and make this movie about 15 minutes shorter. And it's too bad that they couldn't come up with something a bit more visual for the climax. I think that's why this movie isn't as remembered. Because if they had like a big set piece, I'm not saying they should all be like fighting on a Ferris wheel or something, but something, I'm not smart enough to come up with it. But just kind of like talking about it and like copying paperwork and stuff is, I know that there's some running and stuff, but could be more. Could be more. Okay, bye. Sorry for the weird imagery in this episode. I'll fix that tomorrow. I know what's going on. Oh, wait, I'll show you the dogs. They're just sleeping together on the bed. Hang on, wait till this comes back up. There you are, Lou. How you doing, buddy? You look like our little rabbit. And then that dog behind her is my mom's dog, Lucia. I guess those are both my mom's dog. You don't have anything else to say? Okay. Alright, I'm gonna take him for a walk. I'll see you guys later.